Can you hear the rain? It is December 3rd, 2021, and I hope you can hear me. Don't feel like talking much or loud, but I wanted to kind of vent and just talk. And let's talk about grief and grieving. It's raining. I'm in Maui at my auntie's and uncle's house, and it's been November was a very hard month. I lost my grandma. She passed away November 6th. And it doesn't feel real. We're all on her property, which is now our property. And being at my uncle's house, we usually stay at my grandma's house back in the back. My grandpa's there. And it just doesn't feel real. Like, I feel like she's just been resting this entire time, and that I could just walk down there and go see her, but it's not the case. It's different. Everything's different now. You know, when 2021 started, literally January 1st, I had a feeling something told me that I was going to lose somebody at the end of the year. Between October and December, end of the year, I was going to lose somebody. And I thought that meant it was going to be something small, like a pet. I would still be heartbroken. That would be a big deal for me. But I didn't think it would be something major. Somebody that's a glue for my family. That's my grandma. We all have that one person in our family that's like glue. And for us, that's my grandma, my mom's mom, somebody's auntie, somebody's uncle, cousin. Not sister anymore. She was the last sibling out of 8, I believe, 7 or 8. She was the last one. 76. And then a few days after she passed, she was in my dream, telling me she was happy and she was okay. I'm just thinking a lot. Thinking about how somebody could have the choice to just end someone's life and for that to be okay. And for someone to choose that they don't want to live a certain way and for that to be okay. My grandma had a major stroke and she didn't want anything on her artificial. She just wanted pain meds. So we followed her wish. And I know she's been ready for some time. She's lost a son, she's lost a grandson, she's lost the love of her life, her husband, in her lifetime. She was ready a long time. She accepted it. Maybe because I'm young, I don't know, but it's just, that's a hard decision to just choose to stop and end someone's life. It's not easy. It's just interesting that that's what somebody could want for themselves. I don't know. I'm healthy. I'm not in a situation where I don't even know how I'd feel if I was in that position. Would I want to still be kept on everything or just be let go naturally? It's literally life or death big choice. it's just interesting because she could still be alive with things in her. You know, artificial breathing, eventually rehabilitation. I mean, she's done this before. She's had strokes before, but this one was the worst. The other ones were mild, barely anything. I could feel the rain in here. Right here next to the window. Oh. I don't know. I'm just reflecting. I'm just thinking about that kind of stuff. And it's interesting when your heart knows something. One of the last things my grandma told me in June when we came here to visit, because we always come in the summer for a month or so, and she told me I had the aloha spirit. And today's our last day in Maui. Been here for a month. When we came, she was alive, and now we're leaving, and she's buried and gone. She's not alone. She's with, yeah, I know she's fine. It's just weird. I don't know if being dropped off at the airport, I'm going to bawl my eyes out like I usually do. I always did with my grandma. We never want to leave my grandma. It's always hard leaving the family. And I mean, yeah, I don't want to leave. I hate leaving my family, but I miss my other home too, with my cats in my own bed and my dad in Iowa. When I left in June, I had a feeling that, I don't know what kind of feeling, it just wasn't a good feeling. A part of me kind of felt like that was it, and that was the last time I was going to see her, but I didn't want to admit that, because at the time she was okay. She was already different, kind of going towards the end of her life, but not just yet. But when she was in hospice, they gave us a pamphlet about when the body dies. And it basically said that the last few months she's been dying before the stroke. She'd kind of be in and out of, awareness. She didn't remember important things, birthdays. They say that disconnection is like her partially in the real world and partially in the spirit world or the other world, She didn't see people as much. She didn't want to go to her doctor. She didn't want to go anywhere. She wanted to stay home. And the pamphlet was basically like, that's normal for somebody that's reaching the end of their life. In the last few months of their life, that's how it is for them. And reading that when she was in hospice, I think a day before she passed, it made sense. And yeah, I can accept she's gone. And I know she's okay, but I miss her. I didn't get the time I wanted. I don't regret anything. I can't regret anything, because that doesn't do any good. It doesn't do anything for me. Anyways, those are some thoughts that have been roaming around my mind. I don't know if anyone grieving can relate to those things or intuitions, and I don't know. Sometimes I wish the feelings I had weren't right, but I don't always know them clearly. I just know if I have a good feeling, a bad feeling, an uncomfortable feeling, or something's not right. It's just weird realizing that whatever it was, my brain, my body, I don't know what it is, my heart, whatever it was right. Didn't know the specifics then, but it was right. It's interesting. I don't know if anyone else has anything like that out there. But yeah, today's our last day in Maui, and I don't know if I'm gonna cry my eyes out at the airport like I usually do. It's weird leaving here. It's never gonna be the same. Coming back is never gonna be the same again. Never. There's no more calls to grandma. There's no more hearing her voice. Never again. That's sad. And it's a lot to process, and I'm still processing it, so. But these are feelings that I've had, and it's been a stressful month, and so that's also why I can't wait to go back to Iowa. Just to kind of distract myself for a bit. I'm a very emotional person. I'm very in tune with my emotions, so don't worry about that. But I need a distraction, and I need to go back to work and working on music, and I need to do things. I didn't have my things here for the month of November, like my music stuff, so I was kind of stuck to really deal with things, and there's a lot. Fitting it rains on the last day we're here. Anyways, that's all I wanted to vent about and talk about. If anybody understands that, down below. Anyways, I don't really make videos like this, but I needed to talk some things out that I have been really in tune with feeling wise. So yeah, mahalo nui loa. New music, January 2022. New music in general in 2022. New things. Performing differently. And I hope you can hear me in this video. Who knows? This video might not end anywhere because if you can't hear me, but we'll see. Anyways, mahalo nui loa. Peace.